Alright, percussionists, hopefully you have warmed up by now. And so, for your version of Hot Cross Buns, it's actually going to be a little different from everyone else's, right? And so, for your version, I'm going to go ahead and add one more rhythm into the mix. So if you want really warmed up, great. I'm glad. If you haven't, go ahead and go back to that video to warm up, okay? So we warmed up with eighth notes, right? And so there's one more rhythm that I want to teach you guys, and those are called 16th notes, okay? So you take a look at your screen, we have 4 16th notes there, okay? And so the way that you count 16th notes are 1 E ana, 2 E ana, 3 E ana, 4 E ana. So in this case, since we only have one on the screen, it's just going to be 1 E ana. So that means that we're taking 4 beats, or 4 individual beats that equal to 1 quarter note. So 4 of these 16th notes have the same length in time as it takes to play 1 quarter note. So if our quarter notes are 1, 2, 3, 4, then our 16th notes are 1 E ana, 2 E ana, 3 E ana, 4 E ana, okay? So take a look at the music that we have here on our screen, okay? And our music that we have on our screen, we have a combination of 8th notes and 16th notes that we have here. So the first measure we have 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4 E ana. Okay? 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4 E ana. Just like that. Okay? So let's try it with a metronome. Here we go. Measure 1, ready, and 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4 E ana. Okay, pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4 E ana. Okay, now measure 2 is similar to measure 1, but instead we have a rest at a quarter note at the end, right? So we have 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4. So it's altogether it's 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4 E ana. 1 and 2 E ana, 3 and 4. And we repeat that again on the very next measure, measures 3 and measure 4. So let's take a look at now measures 5 and 6. Measures 5 and 6, we flip that rhythm. Instead of having 1 and 2 E ana, what do you start off with first? 16th note, so it's 1 E ana, 2 and 3 E ana, 4 and, okay? We have that same exact rhythm on measure 6. So with the metronome it sounds like this. Measures 5 and 6. 1, 2, here we go. And, oh, my bad, let's try it again. And 1, 2, here we go. 1 E ana, 2 and 3 E ana, 4 and 1 E ana, 2 and 3 E ana, 4 and, okay? And then measures 7 and 8 are the exact same thing as the very beginning, okay? Let's go ahead and try that out, but I'm going to add one interesting thing to it. So because that way we know what we're actually playing, I'm going to go ahead and I recorded myself playing a version of Hot Cross Buns on the piano. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this recording first, and then we'll play alongside to the recording. So here's what it sounds like.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So let's go try it out with the recording now. So the music is on the screen, and let's go ahead and play alongside. So my recording is going to count us off, and then once you hear that count off, let's go ahead and start. Play the whole version of Hot Cross Buns on the pad. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And there you go, guys. Alright, so there's your version of Hot Cross Buns, which is pretty cool actually, because now you're actually playing with, I guess, a recording here. It's not just pad, back to back. Alright, so I hope you had fun. I definitely had fun playing this and playing alongside the recording, and you guys get to play an X rhythm, which are the 60 notes. Okay, which is really cool. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And it makes playing the drums so much more fun. There's so much more things that you can do now that we're starting to play faster rhythm. Hey, hi percussionists. I hope you guys had fun doing this. Let's go ahead and move on, and we'll see what other cool stuff we can learn on the drum. Alright guys, we're here. So we're going to go ahead and review Hot Cross Buns. And Hot Cross Buns only requires us to play just 3 notes. Super easy. The notes are D, which is this orange one right here, C, which is this red one right here, and then B flat, also known as A sharp, right here on the right hand side. Those are the only notes that we play. So go ahead and take a look at the music that we have here. We're going to go ahead and play through 2 measures at a time. And after we play 2 measures at a time, we're going to go ahead and bring the whole song in and play the whole thing, okay? So the first 2 measures contain the first 3 notes already, which are D, followed by a quarter rest, C, followed by a quarter rest, and B flat, followed by a quarter rest, okay? So D, C, and B flat. So let's try it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Pretty easy, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at measure 3 and measure 4. Measure 3 and measure 4 probably have similar rhythms, right? You have quarter note followed by quarter rest, quarter note followed by quarter rest, and then a quarter note followed by 3/4 rest. Now take a look at the notes. And what do you see? They're the same exact notes. You're right, okay? Let's go ahead and try it out together again. And 1, 2, ready and go. Rest, 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 rest. Easy, right? Good. Let's move on to now measures 5 and measure 6. So this is really where Hot Cross Buns does change a little bit. So measure 5 has 4 quarter notes, and measure 6 also has 4 quarter notes. But what do you see that changes? That's right, the notes themselves. So we have 4 quarter notes on B flat, followed by 4 quarter notes on C. So let's try that. And 1, 2, ready, and easy, right? There you go. Now let's take a look at the last measure, the last 2 measures. And if you notice, looks kind of sus, right? Actually, it's not. It's the same exact thing as the first measure and the second measure, as well as the measure 3 and measure 4. So, you already know the whole song. Now let's go ahead and put the whole thing together. Are you ready? Here we go. Hands are ready. Make sure that your right hand mallet is ready on that D. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And that's the song. Hey, check you out, learning Hot Cross Buns like a champ. I know it's cheesy, I know that it's also easy, and that's okay. We're starting off from the very beginning, and then we're going to move our way up the ladder of awesome songs. Alright, so it's just your first one. Go ahead and show out to your friends and family that you can play the very famous, the very wild, the magnificent Hot Cross Buns. Alright guys, good job percussionists. You guys are doing double the work, but that makes you even more awesome. Good job.